time, and they don't squander it.
Thing you have to be very careful about if you're UALR is not digging yourself a hole. It
Absolutely.
is 7-0 Florida International, and UALR in need of a basket. Stolen away in the backcourt. Njai with it, kicks it in the corner to Fuller. Back out front, it comes to Georgie. And UALR looking to pick up the pressure defensively. Eggins out front on Guyton. Raz with a good hustle play in front of the Trojan bench. They say he's the last to touch it as he went for the steal. Did a nice job overplaying his guy, and that's the kind of pep that you want. Chris Fuller, a 6'5" sophomore from Las Vegas, will inbounds it for Florida International. Right in front of the Trojan bench, does so in the corner to Villegas. He'll dribble it all the way out front. He'll hand it off to Guyton. Guyton is the starter at the point guard spot. Left side it comes to Fuller. Top of the circle to Georgie. Villegas, who is a scorer, goes along the baseline. His running jumper's up, no good. Lorenzo Raz with a rebound and the outlet pass to Eggins. Eggins turned back by Fuller. Gets it to Raz, who wants to get to the point guard. Harding, and he does so. Hands it off to him. 11:50 to go in the first half. UALR is scoreless. It is 7-0. Lorenzo Raz takes it along the baseline. His running jumper, no good. And over the back foul against Njai of Florida International, number 6 against the Golden Panthers. I believe we got a media timeout, and we do with 11:42 left in the half. Florida International on top of UALR, 7-0. You're listening to Trojan Basketball on the Buzz. Everything all right, Trey? Okay. Next time you come back by. It has been an auspicious first half. You folks didn't know a word that big, did you? 7-0 UALR, trailing Florida International. UALR with the basketball. Harding off the dribble, gets it out to Muldrow, who checked it in during that last timeout. He is the lone starter on the floor for UALR. Harding out front with 23 on the shot clock, right side of the floor. To Eggins, out front to Nichols. Nichols got to be careful with it. He goes down inside. His pass intended for Thornton. And turnover UALR. That is number 9 against UALR. You've got to be kidding me. Florida International, on the other hand, has turned it over 7 times. UALR 0 for 9 from the field. They were sizzling in the first half last Saturday against Troy, a game they won. Ball went inside to Almonte, kicked by UALR player all the way into the backcourt. Retrieved by Fuller. Left wing it comes to Lewis. Down low, Almonte with the leaner. Shot is no good. Wright, who checked in also in that last timeout. One of 2 starters out on the floor for UALR with the rebound, and the outlet pass. It comes to Eggins. To Nichols along the baseline. Brandon takes it and flushes it. The ice has been broken. 10:43 to go in the half. Offensive foul against Florida International. That is number 7 against the Golden Panthers. And that fired the crowd up. Keep in mind, Joe Foley's Lady Trojans play Arkansas State here later tonight. And the Trojans get it back on the turnover by Florida International. They'll lob it out to Wright, so Wright and Harding teamed up in there. Brandon Nichols said, I've seen enough of this. I'm going to flush this jewel. Right side to Eggins. Eggins with his back to the basket. Now gives it up to Nichols. Right side, Brandon to Harding to Wright. Let's see if he elects to penetrate with it. He's good at that. High post it comes to Nichols. One dribble. He'll hand it to Wright. Head fake to Harding. And a 3-second count. The second of the game. They must have that written on a piece of paper in the locker room. Call 3 seconds tonight. We've not seen that called twice all season long. I am dead serious when I say that. But if you camp down in the lane, sometimes that happens. 7-2 our score. Your Trojans down by 5 as we near the 10-minute mark. Top of the circle to Georgie. Facundo Georgie, what a name. Almonte with a ponytail. Kicks it in the corner to Georgie. Georgie drives baseline. Now he gives it up out front to Guyton. Right side to Njai. Njai in the paint. Runs over a UALR player. Feeds it to Almonte. And it is 9-2 Florida International. And Steve Shields let them know what he thought about that call. This player gave up the body. And Almonte ends up getting the basket after Njai ran over a Trojan player. Harding out front.
What was that?
I guess they called a 5-second count. The guy pointed to the line out here, but he was not near the line. I didn't think so. And so UALR in double-digit turnovers here with 9:33 to play in the half. And they're going to have to get a fire into their rear if they're going to win this jewel. UALR looking to stay above 500 in Sun Belt play. Off the dribble, it is Guyton with it. He'll give it up to Georgie. His jumper is no good. And slowly, Steve Shields has filtered his starters back into the ball game. Jones Jennings got that rebound. Wright drives the baseline, kicks it out. Nichols with a head fake, and they call him for traveling, and he did not take steps. .9:11 to go in the half. 9-2 Florida International. I thought Nichols gave a good head fake, but I didn't see him shuffle his feet. The ref right on top of the play. Guyton with it out front, working against Buddy Harding. Takes it from the middle of the floor to the right side. Still off the dribble, kicked away. Jones Jennings goes to the floor to get it. Feeds it to Eggins. It's a 2-on-2 break. Eggins takes it in the paint, and they're going to call him for the charge. And the guy was backpedaling when he ran into him. That is not very good, and Steve Shields says a magical word. He just got teed up.
By both of them. And Steve's doing this on purpose because he's got to get somebody's attention out there, and it's not the officials. He's trying to get his ball club's attention.
Wow. Eggins was taking it to the rack, and the guy was in front of him. He did drop his shoulder a little bit, but the guy was backpedaling. And so Florida International was in Georgie to the line to shoot free throws, and Steve Shields calls his whole team over in a huddle. Georgie's free throw is no good. Florida International shoots only 59% as a team at the line. You know, I like the old days, Bobby, where you got 3 technicals before you got tossed. That way you could get your money's worth. Georgie's second free throw is good. Florida International gets the basket. They lead it by 8, 10-2. 8:50 to go in the half, and UALR has got to get a wake-up call, and let's see if that was it.